What is it? What did he throw for? 445 yards? You think we upset?
Right.
Who upset? So, they didn't have a running game. Well, the passing game looked pretty darn good today.
W's a W. Coach Prime defending his offensive success on the field tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
I'm Kyle Clark. If you, like me, don't know the difference between Buffalo and Bison, remember it like this. The Buffs won, Bison lost tonight. There's your difference. CU's 1-0 after the season opening win against North Dakota State.
9 News reporter Rhea Jha is in Boulder. Rhea, how are fans feeling? Close game, but, you got the W.
Right. I mean, the Buffs are walking out of here with the dub, so they are feeling good. The weather's great. The vibes are high. It's always good to start off that first home game with a home win. Thursday night, people are not caring if they have class tomorrow. The stadium was full until the end of the fourth quarter, so people are just excited. It's that prime effect. Second year of Deion Sanders, and people are saying, even though it was a tough game, this win made them excited for the rest of the season.
I just really love the atmosphere, and I'm just so happy, go Buffs, and I think that this was just a really great way to start off the season, and I'm excited for more.
So next game next weekend is against Nebraska. That'll be on a Saturday, so I'm sure even more people will be watching. Though the music is bumping, it's 10 p.m., so the game ended a while ago. People are still vibing out here, so we'll be looking forward towards that next game and that next home game. Reporting live at Boulder, Rhea Jha, 9 News.
A lot of vibing, it sounds like. That's my takeaway. That's my takeaway. It was a close game. I mean, listen, they had to earn it, but at the end of the day, Stars performed, got the win. Rhea, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, talking about weather, it was a little bit cooler today after an overnight cool front moved across the state. Felt nice. Denver ended up reaching 86 degrees. While it was cooler today, it is expected to warm up a bit as we head into our 3-day weekend for some of us.
Good weather vibes, Kathy.
Absolutely. I think people in Denver are vibing over how great the weather was today. 10 degrees cooler as advertised with that early morning cool front. Average high is 85. Yesterday we were 92, 86 today. But that 86 happened late in the day. Temperatures held in the low 80s with the abundant cloud cover that was in place for much of the afternoon. But really a nice day from start to finish. Worried about isolated showers going into Boulder about the time of the game. Never happened. Denver stayed dry tonight, unlike the Rockies game last night when they had all the dogs at the field and that wet dog smell still lingering over Coors Field tonight. 62 with fair skies out there. Beautiful. Winds a whole lot lighter than what we saw earlier today. They were east and southeast and pretty gusty for a time. Things have calmed down. The storms are moving out. We have a warm, dry Friday ahead of a beautiful holiday weekend. All the heavy thunder showers are pushing south and east where they will stay. So it's safe to make those outdoor plans for the weekend. But if you're driving late tonight or early tomorrow, we've got some thunderstorms this hour. Colorado Springs down to Pueblo. A brief heavy downpour, a little thunder and lightning. We'll check the radar again and give you the rain and storm outlook for the holiday weekend coming up.
Denver police are investigating hateful and racist signs that were left at bus stops today. Now, we are choosing to show you the signs for transparency, but we want to warn you, these are pretty gross. The metal signs were put up about 3 bus stops all along Colfax today. DPD says it's handling the case as a bias-motivated crime. They haven't arrested anyone, but the signs have been removed. A bus driver first reported seeing one of these about 5 o'clock this morning, and City Council member Chantel Lewis says a constituent told her about them about the same time.
I want to make sure that we're not silent about it. I think sometimes people can't figure out how to enter a conversation because they don't want to bring light to or give or shine a light on for these individuals who might be wanting folks to talk about things in this way. But they also, but I also understand it's really important for us to not sweep these things under the rug because we begin to accept those things as normal.
Mayor Mike Johnston believes whoever's responsible is trying to instill fear in the community.
We obviously see a lot of people standing up and saying this is not us, this does not represent us, this is hateful, racist language that I think is not indicative of all where the city is. I think it's a small number of people trying to create chaos and trying to use this opportunity.
RTD says somebody put up similar signs at bus stops in Chicago. RTD is getting in touch with other transit agencies around the U.S. to figure out where else they may have gone up. Now, maybe you saw something suspicious near a bus stop along Colfax this morning. Please reach out to RTD.
Aurora Mayor Mike Kaufman says tenants at 2 or 3 apartment complexes in that city are being harassed by a gang right now. He says that Aurora police are making good progress in terms of arrests and dealing with that problem. Right now, the city of Aurora, the police department, is trying to root out a Venezuelan gang within the city while calling that gang's activities isolated. A former tenant provided us a video of people carrying guns in an apartment complex at 12th and Dallas in Aurora on August 18th. Police have had this video for days. They have not said if they believe that it shows members of the Venezuelan gang. The video has received tremendous attention, primarily from Fox News and other conservative media outlets. Aurora Mayor Mike Kaufman and Denver Mayor Mike Johnston join next for a rare joint interview today to discuss their shared concern about what this is doing to public perceptions of the issue.
Yeah, I think you see that video over and over again and you feel like, oh my gosh, every newcomer to the city must be a part of Tren de Aragua and I should report them or call 911 or call 311 or, heaven forbid, take law into my own hands. That is not needed in any way. We have one of the best trained police forces in the country who knows how to do strategic operations, knows how to do gang prevention. We are on this at every single moment.
It's overwhelming, our 911 system, our emergency call center, and so it's actually hurting our ability to respond to crime, and so I would hope people would not do that. I think we're in some sort of environment of hysteria right now over this. It's a real issue. It's being dealt with. It's isolated.
That's just a portion of my full, much longer conversation with the mayors, and you can see it in full on the next YouTube channel and on the next section of 9news.com.
Tonight, a warning from Denver Water about a scam where people are posing as utility workers. Denver Water says these scammers are showing up to homes looking to collect water quality tests before offering to install an expensive at-home treatment device. Now, these home visits are certainly a red flag. Denver Water says their employees only make these at-home visits in an emergency, something like a water main break or a major construction project.
It's pretty rare that Denver Water will be at your house. Of course, there might be some stuff going on in your neighborhood where Denver Water might be there, but you'll definitely see marked logoed vehicles, hats, shirts on our employees. And in those rare occasions when we do actually need to go in someone's home, that's typically set up beforehand.
Denver Water says they will never come to your home to collect money. If this happens to you, they want you to reach out to them to find out if an employee is doing any work in your area.
The U.S. Department of Justice is now looking into Littleton Public Schools over allegations that a school bus aide abused at-risk kids. The video recorded on a school bus earlier this year shows the employee, Kara Jones, repeatedly hitting a 10-year-old boy who has special needs. He was strapped into a harness at the time. Jones pleaded not guilty to 11 charges, 9 of them felonies, for abusing at-risk kids. She's out of jail on bond, trial set to start in February. DOJ is specifically looking at possible violations of the Americans with Disabilities Act. That law requires schools to provide services that are equal and accommodating to children with special needs.
A school bus crashed into an elementary school today in Aurora. About 18 students were on board at the time, but nobody was hurt. The Cherry Creek School District says it happened just about 3 this afternoon. The bus hit a temporary building at Buffalo Trail Elementary School. Classes had already been let out for the day, so nobody was inside at the time that this happened, but the wall, as you can see, was damaged. Aurora police are investigating. We're learning more tonight after police say a woman assaulted a school bus driver. It happened yesterday in Aurora on a bus coming from Laredo Middle School.
9 News reporter Ria Jha talked with students and parents who saw what happened.
It started with a broken down bus after Alessandro De Michele got off at his normal stop.
I got out, and then once the doors closed, they just wouldn't open back up.
Everyone else, including his friend Hector Gutierrez, was still on the bus.
The emergency exit wasn't working. The doors for to open the bus so they can get out wasn't working at all.
Alessandro, open the door!
People were screaming kind of, they were impatient, they already wanted to get out because it was really hot in there.
Cherry Creek School said the bus driver was trying to keep the students on the bus while they waited for another to arrive.
That was me. I jumped out the window. Other people did.
He was trying to get down with a friend of ours' glasses, but the bus driver sort of stopped him and grabbed him.
Aurora police say the driver grabbed a student, and that's when a woman pulled up.
He was crying over here, and she just pulled up from right there, got out of the car, asked what had happened.
Zachary Hill's son was in the bus. He says he saw what happened next.
Me and my wife witnessed her talking to some of the kids, and then all of a sudden getting on the bus and like reaching for the bus driver.
In the bus security camera footage, you can hear the woman screaming at the bus driver.
Let her get off the bus. Let her get off the bus. Think you are? Get off no, you don't put your hands on my goddamn kid. You understand me, mother? Let it get off the bus.
She basically stated that nobody's gonna put their effing hands on my effing kids, which as a parent, I understand. But with other kids around, you don't act like that around other kids. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not saying the kid was in the wrong, the kid was in the right.
The student and the woman involved left after the incident. Police say they may be related. They want to speak with that woman. If you know anything, you're asked to call Aurora Police.